Your house caught fire. Maybe it started in the kitchen. Maybe it was electrical. Either way, the fire's out now, but the damage is everywhere. Smoke, water, a burned out roof. And now the insurance company is calling. The mortgage company wants to know what's happening, and you're standing in a house you can't live in, wondering if you should rebuild it or just walk away. Here's the question nobody answers honestly. Do you file the claim and rebuild, or do you sell it as it sits, fire damage and all? And which one actually puts more money in your pocket? I'm going to break down all three of your real options, the actual math on each, and the one most homeowners don't even know exists. I'm Anthony Astolfi, the owner of Home Rescue Team and a licensed Florida real estate agent. I help South Florida families work through exactly this every week. Quick note before we start, I'm not an insurance adjuster, and nothing here is insurance or legal advice. This is education, so you can ask better questions. So let's start with why this feels so impossible. When your house burns in Florida, three things happen at once. One, your insurance company opens a claim and sends an adjuster to put a number on the damage. Two, if you still owe on the house, your mortgage company gets involved because that insurance check, it's not made out to just you. It's made out to you and your lender, and they control when it gets released. Three, the clock starts. Property taxes don't stop. Your mortgage payment doesn't stop. And a damaged, empty house in Florida starts attracting code violations, squatters, and mold faster than you'd believe. So you're not just dealing with a burned house. You're dealing with an insurance company, a mortgage company, and a ticking clock, all at the same time, during what might be the worst week of your life. That's why this decision is so hard. And it's why so many families make an expensive mistake right here. So let's walk through your three options and run the real numbers on each. Option one, file the claim and rebuild. You take the insurance money, hire contractors, restore the house, and either move back in or sell it fixed. The upside, done right, this gets you the most money on paper. A restored house sells at full market value. The downside is everything they don't tell you. That insurance check is held by your mortgage company and released in draws due, a little at a time, only after each stage passes inspection. They pay the depreciated value first and hold back the rest until the work is completely finished. In Florida, with permits and contractor backlogs, a full fire rebuild runs 10 to 14 months. You're displaced that whole time. And if repairs cost more than the claim, which they often do, that gap comes out of your pocket. Rebuild is the right move if you have time, patience, and the stomach for a year-long project. Option two, list it as is with a real estate agent. Put the fire-damaged house on the market, sell it in whatever condition it's in. The catch most people miss, a buyer can't get a normal mortgage on a house that's not livable. So your only real buyers are cash investors anyway, but you're still paying a 5 to 6% agent commission on top and waiting months for showings of a burned out house. You net less, and it's slower than you think. Now, option three, the one your insurance company and your lender will never mention. A direct cash sale to a buyer like Home Rescue Team. Here's how it works. You call us. We look at the house exactly as it sits. Fire, smoke, water, all of it. No repairs, no cleanup, no contractors, nothing. We make you a cash offer. We pay all the closing costs. There's no agent commission, and we close in 14 to 21 days. Here's the part that surprises people most. You've got options with your claim. You can keep your insurance settlement and sell us the house as it stands, or we factor the damage into a higher cash offer and take the rebuild headache off your hands. We'll run it both ways and show you which one puts more money in your pocket, the honest trade-off. Because we take on the damage and the risk, our offer is below full restored value. But you skip the year, the contractors, and the fight. Let me show you what that looks like in real dollars. Let me put real numbers on it. These are illustrative. Your situation will be different, but this is a typical South Florida case. Picture a house in Pembroke Pines. Fixed up, it's worth $400,000. A kitchen fire spread, smoke and water damage throughout. Full repair estimate, $120,000. You owe $180,000 on the mortgage, and insurance approves a $110,000 claim. Option 1, rebuild, then sell. On paper, you'd clear about $190,000 in equity, but subtract a year of mortgage payments, property taxes, living somewhere else, and repairs that ran over, and your real walkaway is closer to $135,000 in 10 to 14 months. if everything goes right. Option 2, listed as is with an agent. A fire damaged shell might bring 245,000 minus commission, minus closing costs, minus your mortgage payoff. You walk away with about 45,000 days in 4 to 6 months, and the insurance claim's still a tangle. Option 3, a cash sale to us. You keep your claim, that's about $110,000, and we buy the house as it sits for $215,000. After your mortgage payoff, that's roughly $35,000 from the sale, plus the 110 claim you kept in your pocket. About 145,000 total TARs in 21 days. No repairs, no commission, no rebuild, no fight. Look at those side by side. Rebuild might net a little more if you've got a year and nerves of steel, but the cash sale puts almost the same money in your hands in 3 weeks instead of a year, with none of the risk. For most families who just want out, that's the clear winner. Every fire is different. Different equity, different policy, different damage. That's why we do a free walkthrough. We run your actual numbers, all 3 options. No pressure, no obligation. Call or text us at 305-699-9763 or start online at homerescueteam.net. If this helped you think clearer about a hard situation, hit subscribe. Real Florida real estate situations every week, no fluff. I'm Anthony. Talk soon.